Apples have been traditionally grown in colder climates. Nature Hill's recent visit to a research project in Southern California would suggest apples can be grown successfully in warmer climates as well. Join us for a talk about how little cold hours may be required for apples to be grown successfully in warmer climates. Well, here we are in Southern California at the South Coast Research Extension Center, and we're really excited to share this time with Mr. Tom Spellman, my good friend and colleague, and his results with his long study on apples and their low chill requirement in Southern California. Tom, good day, buddy.
Ed, always a pleasure to see you and work with you, man.
I'm so excited.
I'm so glad. I'm so excited to have you here at this project and see what we've been working on for 6.5 years.
It's not only an honor, it's a privilege, and at the same time, you know, share with us some of the results that you've had and you know, kind of revisiting what an apple chill requirement is all about.
So the initial project that we put in 6.5 years ago, I was inspired by some of the longtime members of the California Rare Fruit Growers, some of the old-time growers here in Orange County that told me, I've got an Arkansas Black in Costa Mesa, and I have a Golden Delicious in Newport Beach, and so on and so on. And I kept telling people, you know what, it's mislabeled. You don't have the right variety. Those varieties don't grow in Orange County. And then I started to go around and see some of these trees. And sure enough, here's an Arkansas Black in Costa Mesa, and here's a Golden Delicious in Newport Beach, and you know, here's a Mutsu growing in downtown Orange in a front yard. So I thought, there's something wrong with this. You know, these varieties are rated at 500, 600, 700,
1,200.
800. Yeah, 1,200 hours.
Yeah.
What is it doing here in central Orange County, growing in an area that probably in a cold year gets 350?
I call it IOU chill.
IOU chill, and we've had, last year, 2018 was an IOU year.
Yeah.
We were negative chill at this project.
Yeah, that's exciting.
So I selected 30 varieties out of Dave Wilson's inventory, and I made sure they were all varieties that were in that range, 500 to about 1,100 chill hours.
Yeah.
They're all on Mollings 111 rootstock. The soil here is kind of a sandy loam soil.
Right, we see that.
So we planted them in 2013, March of 2013. Did a heavy pruning on them, sculpted them nice and low, did basically backyard orchard style. They're planted on a fairly close spacing, but certainly not backyard style.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, now we're just going to wait. We're going to see what happens. A lot of the people here that were involved in the field station, a lot of the UC people basically shook their heads and said, you know, you're crazy. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, right.
And one guy in particular said, well, what do you do if you fail? And I said, you know, if I fail, you'll never hear anything else about this project.
Yeah. Or
I don't have to say anything.
We'll all know the chill requirements are correct, and
it
we
works.
move on. Yeah.
So here we are 6.5 years later, 30 high chill varieties, and we picked fruit today on about a dozen that had exceptional sets, good color, nice firm texture.
Some we're not picking today simply because they're not ready.
They're not ready yet.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not ripe yet.
The sets are tremendous.
Yeah.
The fruit quality is excellent, but we're just not seeing that, you know, they still got a month or two to go.
Physical maturity's not there.
Right.
So it's October 25th. By the way, it's 90 degrees out here right now at 10 o'clock in the morning.
You bet.
But I'm also going to be writing an evaluation of this report this winter so that I can make people feel comfortable that you can actually grow many of these varieties successfully in Orange County. Things that people never considered that they could grow here before.
Yes.
So it's been really fun for me to see it through, you know, all the way to 6.5 years to this point and have success beyond what I ever expected.
Well, definitely your results are evident, you know, and I've walked through the whole program and I can't see any varieties that you selected at least not being, you know, productive. You know,
exactly.
I mean, you know, you may very well have certain quality issues, but flavor doesn't seem to be a problem anywhere.
No, flavor's good.
You know, the fruit quality, the look, and things like that. What does it matter anyways? You know, and we're always talking about flavor.
And we've always said that. You know, if you're a commercial apple grower, what's the most important thing?
Yeah, it's
color.
It's color and timing.
Right,
That's
color,
it.
timing, can I cold store it for 6 or 8 months?
Yeah, you bet. That's it.
So we're not looking for any of those things. We're not looking for commercial attributes.
Okay.
I don't really care if it has a great color, but if it has a great flavor,
Yep.
that's what it's all about.
Some of the exciting varieties you have out here are tremendously flavored varieties, known for that, and I think that it's a compliment to the effort that you put out here. What a great thing to change the opinion of Southern California home fruit growers, you know, and give them the opportunity, you know, to experience what everybody else throughout the United States knows, and that's apples are number one.
Absolutely.
Simple description of chilling requirements are cold hours below 45 degrees Fahrenheit and above 35 degrees Fahrenheit, collectively from fall to early winter.
Man, what a surprise. Cox Orange Pippin Apple. I mean, classic. Considered by some to be the finest apple you can eat. Well, here we are in Irvine, California. Low chill. This apple is set wonderfully. The fruit has an outstanding flavor. And I can tell you, another example of a wonderful variety of apple, classically known as a high chill, doing well, setting well in areas that typically would not be considered apple country. Man, Cox, one of the best. What about another classic high chill apple? The yellow Newtown Pippin. Here it is in Irvine, California again. Wonderful set on it. On this very, very small tree. I really admire the fact that they've kept these trees very reasonable in terms of height. So ease of management in terms of harvesting, spraying, whatever kind of maintenance you would need to do. These apples are wonderful. They're not quite ready yet. We've probably got another month on them. But let me tell you what, Newtown Pippin in Irvine, California, low chill. What a great opportunity for people who are in areas that have been considered not apple growing regions in the past. Well, let's not exclude one of the most popular apples of all, and that's of course the Red Fuji. And here it is, again, you know, in a low chill environment, loaded with fruit. Actually, this was a bad year, and so a lot of things down in Southern California actually bloom very, very late. And so they got a late start, and so a lot of these apples haven't sized very well, but this is a 6-year-old project, and in this 6-year-old project, we've seen some crops that are just outstanding in terms of size as well. But nonetheless, the flavor of these apples is outstanding, and here you go, a crop that anybody would be happy with in their backyard.